A police officer shot on the job, now in the hospital. We're taking you there with how they're doing and if fellow officers have caught the shooter.
An election night swept by the Democrats, including the race for New Jersey governor. We're revealing the other big election results across our area.
And a warning for travelers. 2 TSA checkpoints are closing down at Philadelphia International Airport. What you need to do if you're hopping on a flight today. Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It is Wednesday, November 5th, 2025.
Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today. Starting with breaking news in Camden, a shootout there left a police officer hurt.
Officers at the Cooper University Hospital now. It's where Lili Zheng is today with more on how that officer's doing.
The Camden officer shot in the arm is expected to be okay, according to police. He was taken here to Cooper for treatment. This is also where we've confirmed police took someone into custody. All this unfolded just before 11 o'clock last night. You can see that police presence by the Fairview neighborhood of Camden. Here's what we've learned so far. Investigators say someone shot at the officer near Chesapeake and Congress, where parts were blocked off. Another officer shot back, hitting the suspect. Now, it is not clear at this point where the suspect was hit or what happened before that first shot was fired. This investigation has been turned over to the state attorney general and prosecutor's office. Now, as far as who police have in custody, that is information that we could possibly learn more about later on today. For now, reporting in Camden, Lili Zheng, NBC 10 News.
And now to Decision 2025, a decisive win for Democrats across the country, including here at home.
Mikey Sherrill will be the next governor of New Jersey. Sherrill took 56% of the vote compared to Republican Jack Ciattarelli's 43%. The governor-elect said she plans to tackle affordability and health care head on. In Atlantic City, incumbent Mayor Marty Small won re-election, defeating Republican Naeem Khan. In Philadelphia, Larry Krasner wins the district attorney's race, and today he's going to talk about his plans for his third term. We didn't hear from him last night because he was out of town spending time with his new grandchild. He defeated challenger Patrick Dugan. Dugan called out Krasner as he conceded the race last night.
He trolls judges, sneers at other lawyers, and tries to intimidate anyone who dares to call out the anarchy he has unleashed on our city. He is a bad person because he protects bad people.
Krasner plans to address voters today at 10 o'clock. We're going to have coverage of that on NBC 10 News at 11. We'll also stream it on our free NBC 10 News app.
And Pennsylvania Supreme Court Justices Christine Donahue, Kevin Dougherty, and David Wecht all survived a retention vote to keep their seats for another 10 years. Justice Donahue will serve until 2027 in compliance with the mandatory age requirement. But for now, the vote preserves the Democrats' majority on the state's high court. In Bucks County, Democrat Joe Kahn is projected to win the race for district attorney. He got 54% of the votes compared to 46% for Republican Jennifer Shorn. And in the Bucks County race for sheriff, Democrat Danny Seisler is projected to have ousted incumbent Republican Fred Herron. Visit NBC10.com and the NBC 10 app for a full recap of the election results from races in our region. The federal government shutdown, now the longest in history.
Meanwhile, the Trump administration has given no clear indication of when partial SNAP payments will go out. Today, Philadelphia City Council committee will look at how that impacts people in the city. Officials from the mayor's office, Philadelphia food organizations, and the school district will testify. About 500,000 people in Philadelphia rely on SNAP benefits every month.
And Philadelphia International Airport is bracing for chaos today. 2 of the normally busy TSA checkpoints, they are closed. Passengers are being diverted to other security locations.
NBC 10's Neil Fischer is at the airport with what passengers need to do to get through security and make that flight on time.
The closures affecting security checkpoints at Terminal A West and Terminal F. Terminal F about a 3-minute walk away from where we are right now. This is the security checkpoint for Terminals D and E. Philadelphia International Airport says the closures are temporary, but it is causing anxiety amongst travelers that we spoke with this morning. The airport did not confirm whether the closures are due to staffing shortages or not. The airport recommends getting here 2 hours before domestic flights and 3 hours before international flights. Some travelers knew about the closures and were prepared, but they are frustrated. One man we spoke with got here 4 hours before his flight to make sure he got through security.
I think it's ridiculous. I mean, at this point, We don't know about the government shutdown, which is affecting a lot of travelers. Unfortunately, I don't want to take any chances. It's my mom's 50th birthday, and I don't want to miss that by any chance. That's why I'm here this early. It's just not something that we're happy about.
And we've seen a lot of delays and cancellations recently, which the Transportation Department says is partially due to the staffing issues because of the government shutdown. Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy says if it continues, we could see certain parts of the airspace closed because they don't have enough air traffic controllers. In the meantime, the airlines are aware that 2 of the security checkpoints are closed, and staff is here to assist passengers, letting them know where they need to get through security. Reporting at Philadelphia International Airport, Neil Fischer, NBC 10 News.
And newly disclosed safety issues has SEPTA rushing to meet a new deadline from the federal government.
This time it involves the trolley system. All right, take a look at this picture just released by the NTSB. Look closely. That's a piece of trolley's overhead arm that pierced the inside of a car back in September. The Federal Transit Agency says there have been 4 incidents recently, so it's ordered SEPTA to inspect 65 miles of the overhead wire system by Friday. Now, you already know SEPTA is also still rushing to inspect its fleet of Silverliner 4 rail cars. They've been at the center of 5 fires this year. And now the NTSB is sending its own inspectors to help get the job done by next Friday. That deadline was extended, by the way, after SEPTA was unable to meet the deadline this past week. SEPTA also needs to install heat sensors on its regional rail cars before December 5th. Transit leaders say they will meet all of the deadlines, but quite a bit of work to do. Hey, a new Dick's House of Sport is coming to the King of Prussia Mall. That's according to our partners at the Philadelphia Business Journal. It's expected to open in 2027. The fun spot for families will fill a portion of the old JCPenney store. Dick's House of Sport locations usually include a climbing wall, turf field, ice rink, so customers can test the equipment. Let me tell you something. Kids can spend all day and spend all your money.
I want to spend all the time in there.
Store.
That's really cool.
They're very big, and I've wondered, going to KOP, like, what are they going to do with that JCPenney's?
Yeah,
it's like prime real estate right there. And so now you've got the Netflix house that's on the other side where the Lord and Taylor used to be.
Interesting to see how that'll do.
Yeah, and then this coming to where the JCPenney's is on the other side of the mall.
Yeah. It'll be successful.
It just shows you how things are starting to change.
Yeah.
Not as much retail. I mean, Dick's is retail.
Brick and mortar stores, yeah, exactly.
But it's also kind of like an experience.
It's got to offer something else.
Too.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Open Streets West Walnut just announced one more event for 2025.
And this time they're getting into the winter and holiday spirit for the 2025 finale. They're adding an ice piano. You can watch the artists build it when the street shuts down at 10 a.m. on December 5th. Then the ice piano performances will begin at 3 p.m., which I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Can you play the ice piano? There is a
who
performance.
Knows? Maybe you could, yeah.
But maybe the performance is constructing the ice piano.
Right. Yeah.
There's no way it can.
No. Unless, I don't even know. I don't even know how to interpret that story.
I don't either.
You got another chance to earn hundreds of millions of dollars this week.
You can build your own ice piano.
Right.
You can figure it out yourself. Nobody won the Mega Millions jackpot last night, but you may have still won a little cash by matching some of the numbers. They are 11, 14, 17, 50, 57, and the Mega Ball is 6. The new projected jackpot up to $843 million. Your next chance to win is Friday night. Have you been playing?
I have been playing, yes.
In a group pool. That.
In the newsroom.
So you joined the pool?
Yeah, I've been in the pool. I've lost a lot of money in this pool.
I know. That's why I was like, well, the last time around, that's why I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do it this time.
Yeah, you got to use that $14.
Do you see
Madison's text? Madison texted you?
Yeah.
You got to do it. Come on over.
I don't think it's a lucky pool.
What? What's wrong with our pool?
We keep losing. Well, clearly everybody else does too.
Oh, well. I'll remember that energy when we win.
When you win. No. You got to take care of your friends, Keith Jones. Hey, that does it for today's edition of The Lineup.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app. You'd also catch us weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Seriously, give me like $1 million.